Do Swedes hate small talk? I'm Chris. I'm an American living in Sweden. So before coming to Sweden, I was warned that Swedes don't like small talk. If you're from the US or if you've been to the US, you know that most Americans love to make small talk no matter what the situation is. In the US, you might get into a conversation with the clerk at the checkout line. Actually, when my wife's family was visiting from Sweden, we were at the checkout at the grocery store. My wife's getting in a conversation with the clerk about what they're going to be doing over the weekend and how things were going. And afterwards, my wife's family member from Sweden asked, "Did you know that person? Is that a friend of yours?" And she's like, "No, this is just how Americans make small talk." So they say Swedes aren't known for their small talk, but is that true? Is that what I've experienced myself? On the other end, after moving to Sweden, my wife got into a conversation with one of her friends who was working as a clerk at the checkout of a local grocery store. And some old lady behind her said to her husband, "Geez, these people are talking too much. What do they think this is, Spain?" So I do notice the differences between US and Sweden, but I have to say my perception is a little bit warped. I think I'm in a unique perspective where I don't notice this so much. I can be pretty extroverted. I can be pretty good at making small talk with just about anyone. And I haven't gotten anybody that's given me any sort of negative response. In fact, I feel like people engage in it. Another exception to this is that I work in a school. Shout out to the crew at Carl Sang Skolan. And the kids there love to engage in small talk and speaking English and sometimes Swedish with me. I have hope for the next generation of Swedes. They're going to be more into small talk than maybe the older generation. Also, by making these videos, I'm super surprised in the comment section. There's been some really great comments and conversations happening in the comment section, which, yeah, I consider that small talk. The cultural differences between small talk in Sweden and the US are different, but I would have to say it was not as bad as people were making it out to be when I first moved here. But what do I know? I'm just an American living in Sweden.